to my Instagram channel. My name is Sophie. Most of you probably know me from my food blog, Sophie Sealicious, where I've been posting restaurants and different recipes, like food things that I've been cooking. Exactly. I think one thing I'd like to clear up right now is most of you probably have thought about why there's this random C, or if you probably maybe looked for me or something, you couldn't find me because you were missing the C, and that's basically because someone had already taken Sophielicious as a username, and then I was so creative and brought my middle name C, like Charlotte, into the Instagram name. So that's why I also decided to call this YouTube channel Sophie Sealicious, because there's just this, it's a better connection that you know it's the same thing. Exactly, so I really want to thank you that you managed to find it here to my new channel, and I really hope that you're gonna like this video and like the upcoming things that I'm gonna be posting here. Basically, this video is kind of just an introduction to tell you guys what my aim is, what I want to be doing in this video, what I want to be helping you guys with, and basically, as you guys probably will know, that this is going to be kind of like a lifestyle focus, especially on cooking and meal prepping and all that kind of stuff, just so I can help you guys get into this nice lifestyle that is especially important when you're at school, university, or working. It's just it's an important thing to think about, that you're eating well and focusing on your health in that aspect, because if you don't, it's just not good for you, and you can suffer from consequences in the coming future. So that's just something I really want to focus on, because it's really, really important for your health. Basically, yeah, exactly what I said. I really want to be focusing on food and sports and all that kind of stuff, how to getting into a sport and really being consecutive with it, because I know it's hard. You will say, oh, I'm going to start this club, or I'm going to go to this gym, I'm going to do this, and at the end of the day, you don't do any of it because you don't have the time, because you can't find the right thing to wear, and then you're like, oh, but my sports bra's in the washing machine, I can't go today. You know, you'll come up with these excuses. I know it myself, and it's just really important that you don't do that, and that you make a consecutive plan and you follow up, and otherwise you will just get into this never-ending loop, because I mean, a habit is made in around 30 days or something. So if you pull it through for a consecutive month, just finding yourself a routine, you're gonna start loving it, and then it's gonna be important for you. It's important to have a routine, and then you're just gonna go through with it, and your life is gonna be happier, and you're gonna feel better, and just, yeah, basically. I myself got inspired to do this by a lot of YouTube influencers that I follow and that I find really interesting, and I just really love the energy that they give you and all these ideas and inspirations and everything, and you just get so excited, and you're like, oh, I want to do all of it, and then you just have to focus on one thing at a time. You can have everything, but not just all at once, as Oprah Winfrey said. It's really important to focus on the things in the now, because I mean, I'm a real big person who loves doing all the things at once, but you really have to focus on one thing to be able to do it correctly, and that's something I really want to help you guys with, to just get into this lifestyle path that you feel comfortable in, that you feel safe in. I mean, of course, you need to watch out on your health and that kind of aspect, that you're not doing too many things and that just becomes an overload for yourself. You have to feel happy and comfortable in your life situation, and that's something where I want to be giving you easy tips that you can just implement, especially this healthy eating. I know when I started it, I was like, oh, this is going to be really expensive, because you have to watch out that you eat like healthy things, and healthy things aren't always cheap, but if you do it the right way, you'll notice that it's actually really easy, and that you can find it's really not expensive either if you pull it through in the long term. I mean, if you just buy vegetables one time and then you think, oh, I'm only going to be eating vegetables, of course you're going to be spending so much money, because vegetables really aren't cheap, but you have to plan it in an easy way and in this meal prepping way, and in the long run it's actually really efficient to live that way. And that's something that I'm really going to be focusing on as well, and just giving you ideas on what kind of meals you can make that are, first of all, not very expensive, not too hard to make and take too much time, because I know we all live in this busy world and you don't always have time for such big meals to create, but the best ones always are the ones that take a bit longer. But I mean, that's also the thing that I'm going to talk about in some videos, is how you can use your time well to cook, and how it's actually really not that difficult, and you can be doing other things whilst cooking, so you're not just wasting time, you know? So yeah, that's something those are a few kind of ideas that kind of wrap around my goal, and that's to help you guys get into a nice lifestyle. So I asked like last week or something on Instagram what kind of videos you guys would like me to make, and then I got some responses, and of course the majority were on food and cooking, meal prep, all those kinds of things. So as I said, that's what I'm gonna do. Another thing was like time management, and I know that's something that we all kind of suffer under sometimes, and you make a plan and it's so unrealistic and you just don't follow up with it. So that's also something I'm gonna make a video on, how you can plan your time really easily. And I mean, once you make a plan, it doesn't mean that you have to stick to that plan. It's something you always have to keep in mind. There's always gonna be bumps in life that are just not gonna be what you expected, like your train gets cancelled and then you can't make it to this meeting, and then like things happen. Life isn't an easy road. There's always gonna be a blockage or construction work that you're not gonna get around. So that's just how it is, and that's something I want to help you guys with, how to deal with that kind of stuff and looking at the big picture and not only at the small details that are all going crazy and in the wrong direction and stuff like that. Another thing was traveling and restaurants, food when traveling, because I know every time you travel with friends, there's always going to be that struggle at the end of the day. Oh my god, what are we going to eat today? Because it just happens. I mean, my food blog was created in London when I was traveling with my friend, and every evening we had this discussion of what are we going to eat today, because normally when you are traveling into a city you've not been into, you're in these really touristic areas, because that's just the thing that you tend to go to, and then everything's always so expensive there, and then you're like, so that's something that I really want to help you with, as just as I travel quite a bit myself, I will start making a video format of my food blog, like parallel to my food blog, so you can also get this kind of authentic kind of review of some restaurants I've been, some restaurants I saw from outside, like those kinds of things. So if you travel, if you see yourself traveling, then you can head right into that direction and already have an idea of what kind of places you can go to for dinner and stuff. Exactly. So another thing is kind of outlets you need in your life. You can't just focus your life on only studying, only working, only having fun. You need this kind of outlet where you find peace with yourself and really focus on yourself. And that's something that I also want to help you with, some tips that I myself do to just calm down and switch off your brain for a few minutes, hours, days, whatever it might be. That's also something that I really want to help you guys with. So exactly, I already have made some plans on videos that I will be uploading in the coming weeks, and that was, for example, a Christmas dinner. So something, I mean, I've been personally thinking about it a lot. Like, I want to eat things because I love Christmas time, and I want to eat things that remind me of Christmas and just have this warm, wholesome feeling to them. So I will be filming a video on kind of like a Christmas dish. And another thing was that I want to film is what things you should have at home, because I know the struggle of going shopping every week, and then I don't want you guys to have to carry like 5 bags at the same time, and then you get home and your bag is completely broken, and you I mean, it's not easy, you know. I live on the 3rd floor, so that's really not a thing that I want to be doing. So I will just show you guys on what kind of quantities of food you should have at home, what you should have at home, which kind of, because you always need a base to your meal, and those bases you should actually have just in like stocked up, so you don't find yourself having to shop those every week again. So that's something exactly that I really want to do for you guys, just to help you in that sense. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys is, in case you have any ideas, further ideas of videos you would want to see, I will create another question on Instagram. And another thing was what days you would like my videos to come out. So I am aiming at having one video a week, maybe even 2 if I have time. And I just would like to ask you guys which day you would like this to be posted, so that I can stick to that day, and then you will get these weekly new updates of videos on that day. Exactly. So I really hope that you got a really nice first impression of what's going to be in this channel, my aim, everything, and I really hope that you will love this account and come back for more. Remember to subscribe and like this channel, and also if you want to follow my food blog on Instagram, I will have a link in the description in case you don't know what to cook this week. You can go there and find some recipes that I've already made with easy step-to-step processes of it. Exactly. So I really hope you guys have an amazing day today, or had an amazing day. And one tip I want to give you for this video is smile, because the energy you emit into the world is the energy you receive back. So stay positive and have a nice day.